All right. It is Tesla, the world's EV here. You guys know what it is, back with another vid. So today I just want to kind of talk about some things you may not know about Tesla and Tesla's models, specifically the Model Y. Let's jump in. Okay. So first off, I kind of want to start with the storage space. Did you guys know that you can actually pull the freaking trunk up? Okay, well, let me explain a little more in depth. So when you pop the trunk, which I'll show, there's actually another compartment under the trunk, and where your spare wheel would probably go in a regular car. Wow. But not just that, guys. Not just that. This car can somehow feel like a Ferrari. Well, not just because of the acceleration, but because there's a frunk. Now, I'm pretty sure those of you that may have been watching or following Tesla probably know about the frunk. But the frunk is technically another trunk that's in front of your car, which I've seen people do all sorts of stuff with, like put ice coolers, all sorts of stuff. There's a lot of storage in this car. There's even compartments on the side in the trunk as well. Deep compartments that you can put like stuff that you don't want kind of rattling around, like eggs or whatever the case is, that you don't want rattling around in your trunk when you go shopping, grocery shop, or whatever the case is. Wow. So also, there's some more surprising stuff that we'll kind of get into later, those of you that don't necessarily know or follow Tesla. But I did also kind of want to talk about a lot of the misconceptions about Tesla, which I will speak on. And the main annoying thing that I would say, well, I wouldn't say necessarily annoying, because it's not like people are like, oh, because you know about all the Tesla haters out there, and we'll kind of get into that later. But for some weird reason, this happens to be the only car that a lot of people seem to hate on, which mind boggles me. But anyways, a lot of the misconceptions I get, a lot of questions I get from people mainly is, how do I charge? Where do I charge? When do I charge? Can I go that far? That just rhymed. Anyways, so, you know, and these are for people that obviously don't necessarily know too much about Tesla. You can buy, now it used to come with the car. It was a regular charger that plugs into a regular outlet in your house. It used to come with the car. Now it doesn't, but it's $250. You buy the charger and you can honestly plug it up into a regular outlet inside of your house. It's not the fastest, but it will do the trick if you do not drive that much. If you do happen to drive a lot and you need something to charge fast, there's a wall charger feature, which is $450. You have to have that installed. I would highly, if you are interested, highly recommend a certified Tesla technician, electrician. Wow. And that way you can get like an extended warranty. But anyways, you will have to install, or not have to, but you would want to install a wall charger, which honestly cost me about $1,100. But guess what? There are certain states, I don't know off the top of my head, but I know Arizona off the top of my head, that will actually give you a rebate for installing your wall charger, which actually pays for more than half of what you'll spend installing the wall charger. Whoa. So yeah, and then guess what? You're charging fast. It takes me about 2 hours to charge from like 10% to 80%, which is full for us. And if you need, 9 times out of 10, you're only going to need 10 to 20%, maybe in a short period of time. And it will do that in about 30, 45 minutes. So pretty fast. And that's kind of like the main thing around the charging. Charging is not an option if you want to take a road trip. Tesla is the only electric car that has superchargers everywhere. They have their own charging network, which is also a plus, and A grade. See, Tesla has been doing this way longer than any other electric car company, period, or any car company period. They are the only electric car company that has superchargers posted everywhere. So if you want to get like a Rivian or something like that, don't take that on a road trip. Don't take that on a road trip. So they have kind of taken over and, innovated the whole supercharging network. That is probably why other electric cars want to use their superchargers. Hence. Now, there's other things like, the heat pump technology, which was created by Tesla. There is a lot of stuff in this car that is all Tesla, including the glass. Wow. So I believe, yeah, they make their own glass. So anyways, there's a lot of interventions when it comes to Tesla. So that's one. And also the safety measures, man. It's the safest car, one of the safest cars, if not the safest car on the road.
The test will commence in 4 seconds. 3, 2, 1.
This crash looks bad, but you'd actually be safer than you think. Much in part thanks to a key missing component, an engine. And it's one of the many features that makes Tesla's Model 3 sedan ultra safe in crashes.
By far. I have heard of plenty of stories from plenty of people that have come out unscathed in wrecks in cars that have, and Teslas that have been totaled. Just go and watch Wham Bam Tesla Cam. Shout out to them guys. I wouldn't say hilarious. It is pretty hilarious, but the wrecks on there are crazy. Now, also, the main thing that kind of shocked me a little bit and kind of made me wonder why all cars don't have at least one is the 6 cameras that surround a Tesla. Now, I didn't know. I had no idea about this. And apparently a lot of Tesla haters out there, which once again is mind-boggling. And by the way, you guys are idiots. But anyways, a lot of Tesla haters have the slightest clue about Sentry Mode, which is a security feature for the Tesla, for every single Tesla, every single model made by Tesla. Your car is surrounded by 6 cameras, including a camera in the front, a dash cam, that you can't actually get away with a hit and run, period. Now, 7, 8 times out of 10, there are those, weird, minority situations where people, the camera doesn't necessarily pick up the license plate, but that is a rare occurrence. So for the most part, it will pick up the license plate if someone tries to hit and run. There is also a Sentry Mode. Now there's the 6 cameras surround the car, 2 on the side, 1 in the back, 1 one inside, and 1 in the front. Is that 6 or 5? Is there 5 cameras or 6 cameras? Yeah, so maybe there's 5. But anyways, so the car is surrounded by cameras, period, okay? So you can't get away necessarily with a hit and run. Also, for you Tesla haters, because there's a lot that clearly have no idea, you can't get away necessarily with vandalizing or keying the car. So if you park at a Walmart or a grocery store and you want to get out of your car and hey, you're thinking maybe, well, oh no, this car's packed, this parking lot's packed, these guys are too close. You can just go ahead and turn on that Sentry Mode, which also lets people know around the car that, hey, you're being watched by my car. There's also a little feature where you can talk to people. So if someone's sitting on your car, which is ridiculous, you can literally press one button and it's weird. It has kind of like a voice modulation, so you won't necessarily sound like yourself. You'll sound like RoboCop. But anyways, you can scare people off. You can say whatever you want to say. Hey, get off my car, whatever you want to say. Me, I would say something that I'm probably not going to say right here on camera on YouTube. You guys know where I'm headed with that. But anyways, yeah, there's this huge security feature that I had no idea about. And tell me why, guys, don't all cars have dash cams? Think about that for a second. Why don't all cars have dash cams? There's a lot of situations where, once again, go watch Wham Bam Tesla Cam. There's a lot of situations where these people are in these wrecks and the police would have had no idea who was at fault if the guy didn't have a Tesla and didn't have a dash cam. Yeah, you can go buy a dash cam. It ain't gonna be like Tesla, period, because you have all angles. So you're going to have to buy a dash cam for the side, the back, the front. So yeah, but that was one of the main things that shocked me when I got the car. Was like, oh wow. So you can't key the car without getting caught. There's, by the way, that's a felony. If you get to a certain amount of damage, it becomes a felony. So people, unless you're wearing a mask, which most people are idiots, you can't get away with vandalizing a Tesla because your face will be on the camera. And you're going on the news after that. You're going on the news. I'm putting you on the news. Also, by the way, for those of you that don't know, and if you do own a Tesla and you have no idea about Wham Bam Tesla Cam, they actually will help you out as far as catching people because they have a whole bunch of followers. So they'll post, your situation. But anyways, that's like the main thing that shocked me. Now, the reason why, honestly, I would highly recommend Tesla, man, is for one, the security measures. The 5 cameras that surround your car is ridiculous. The Sentry Mode, which is a security feature that is unheard of, that no other car has, period. That you can't get away with hit and runs, can't get away with vandalizing a Tesla. And you can turn that on at any given time. It does slightly drain your battery, but it doesn't drain your battery ridiculously. So, yeah, that thing, Sentry Mode is always on for me. The safety measures, man, the fact that I don't want to say any wreck, but 8-9 times out of 10, let's just say this, I've never seen a person be, injured or fatally injured in a Tesla X. I'm pretty sure they're out there, guys. But 9 times out of 10, you are not going to get injured like you would get injured in another car. So safety measures are ridiculous. This is one of the safest cars on the road by far. The acceleration is ridiculous. I mean, if you can drive decently, the acceleration is probably going to get you out of certain situations that if you couldn't accelerate like that you wouldn't have gotten out of. So, I mean, I can go on forever, baby. So there's a lot of things, guys. I would highly recommend the car, but the main thing is the safety features. You know what I mean? That to me is ridiculous. That's the icing on the cake by far. So there you have it, fellas. Tesla, the world's EV. By the way, guys, let me know if you do have a Tesla, if you do own a Tesla, what model do you have? Let me know down in the comments. If you don't have a Tesla and you're interested in getting one, what model are you interested in getting? Let me know down in the comments. And also, I find very interesting, and I do want to know, honestly, desperately, how many people are waiting for the Model Y Juniper? Did you decide to not get one now and wait? Let me know down in the comments. And also, if you are interested in getting one, don't forget, guys, about the referral links that is in my bio, that is all over my YouTube, that is all over everywhere, my Instagram, everywhere. You can get $1,000 off your new purchase of a Tesla if you use this referral link. So, guys, jump on it. By the way, it's still 1.99 APR. So, those of you that are waiting for the Juniper, you might want to think about that. Tesla, the world's EV. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, hit that notification bell. Help me help you. You guys know by now, man. That's it.